I'm sorry, but these wrong answer of the game sponsors, these can't be real, yes? They're absurd. Look, if the price tag is high enough, I'll say whatever the hell you want, but I mean, come on.
Do you think you can cover just the last half of my shift for me?
Yeah, like 4 hours?
Yeah, that'd be great. All you have to do is just check IDs when people come in, and if anyone's rowdy, just cuff them and put them in our holding cell.
Oh, okay. I'm like 105 pounds and I'm 5'2".
Yeah, that's great. Here's some handcuffs. Here's some mace. Well, it's a mace bottle. I've used most of it for, spraying on food, so it's empty. But people do still react to it when you pull it out.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Don't Say Pajamas is the new game show that's taken the world by storm. Hosted by...
Hi, I'm Cookie, and wearing footy pajamas to bed is a great way to protect your feet against closet monsters. Have it your way. You know what you are. Now I'm calling you out on it. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by...
Cattle Pults. Cows can't jump over the moon, but they can get flung over a barn. From the makers of the Goat Cannon.
Try to choose the wrong answer, brought to you by our sponsor, to get prizes and cash. All right, here goes nothing.
Get ready, time for question 1.
To get started, the advertise that bind. Which of these food mascots could be called Arboreal? Snap, Crackle, and Pop, the Keebler Elves, the Jolly Green Giants, or Mr. Peanuts? Ho ho no, Green Giants. Next time, try this. The Keebler Elves live in a tree, making them arboreal. Now, I don't mean to question the elves, but a tree doesn't really seem like the best place to put an oven that bakes cookies.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do! Say it so!
Let's try Betty White's Day Off. So, imagine Betty White is riding on a lawnmower.
Hey, Danny, what's happening?
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
So, Billy,
What did you say, Danny?
take those earbuds out. I'm talking to you.
Sorry, I was listening to Ada.
ABBA? You're listening to ABBA?
Yeah, I love Ada. That reminds me, which of these Broadway musicals features the music of Ada? American Idiot, The Duke of Nornan, Jersey Boys, or Nana Nia? A lot of the music in Nana Nia comes from the Swedish band Ada. I auditioned for a part in the movie adaptation of Nana Nia that I lost out to Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, they said I wasn't wooden enough.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Say hello to Just Getting Bieber and Bieber. What is not older than Justin Bieber? The internet expression ROFL, DVDs, The Nightmare Before Christmas, or Sun Chips? The expression ROFL for rolling on the floor laughing, the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Sun Chips all existed before Justin Bieber was born. But DVDs, invented in 1995, came about when Lil Bieber was about 1 year old. And speaking of babies, I can't get enough of Justin Bieber's hit song Baby featuring Ludacris. What can I say? I'm a sucker for heartfelt pop songs about infants. May I introduce Bored to be Wild. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like sitting around and doing something really boring. You know what I mean? Because it will take the longest, which of these activities will I find the most boring? Watching acrylic paint dry, watching watercolor paint dry, watching oil paint dry, or watching latex paint dry? Most paints dry in a matter of hours, but depending on the thickness, oil paint can take from 2 to 10 days to dry completely. I guess I better make myself comfortable. That's it. I can't take any more boringness. I'm turning on the TV. Why aren't the channels changing? Oh no, it's stuck on the Golf Channel. It's stuck on the Golf Channel! Here's a good one. The ice machine is down the Mahal, and it's time for this or that. I'm gonna list off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a feature of the Taj Mahal or an amenity at La Quinta Inn hotels. If it's the Taj Mahal, press the square button. If it's La Quinta Inn, press the circle button. All right, let's get started. Moonlit garden. White morning bed. Reflecting pool. Oversized desk. Gazebos. Great gate. Roof terrace. Not bad, but you checked out a little early. I've considered going to the Taj Mahal, but really, why? I can visit a La Quinta Inn at any of their over 700 convenient locations across North America and get pretty much the same experience, plus free continental breakfast, which is nowhere to be found on the brochure for the Taj Mahal. It's a no-brainer, really. That'll wrap up round 1. And lucky for you, there's room for improvement. Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And remember, our wrong answer to the game is still out there waiting to be picked. Well, no time like the present. Open wide for dethroning the Sacramento Kings. Which NBA team would King Charles I think were big supporters of his? The Utah Jazz, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Detroit Pistons, or the Chicago Bulls? The supporters of King Charles I and his son were known as the Cavaliers. So when it comes to basketball, the Cavaliers would be his team. There's even a dog now called the King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. Oh, I just had an idea for Airbud 15. That's a bullheaded way of thinking. But you'll be able to launch a successful life with a Buffalo catapult from Cattle Pults. We take ground chuck and chuck them off the ground. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Here's one I like to call Meow. If NASA's Curiosity killed a cat, what would be the next day's tabloid headline? Cats running rampant on the moon. Cats have taken over Mars. Cat armies found on Venus. Or cats are orbiting in outer space. Not much time left. Here's where the money is. Curiosity is the name of the Mars rover. Rover killing a cat. Typical.
Follow me down to the sea.
How about, I'm gonna dirty up this one-horse town.
Looking through your trash bag. What's it say about you? Funky trash.
Wow, my sound booth is squeaky clean today. The cleaning lady must have come last night. You know what? I really can't stand all this fresh-smelling air. Can we get some trash in here? Okie dokie. We've got a prosthetic double chin and fat suit, a wall calendar with every Coldplay concert date handwritten on it, and a book called How to Name Your Baby After a Fruit. Who does this trash belong to? Drew Barrymore, Gwyneth Paltrow, Naomi Watts, or Claire Danes? Drew Barry less. Here's what you meant to pick. Gwyneth Paltrow wore a fat suit and fat face prosthetics in the film Shallow Hal, married Coldplay's Chris Martin in 2003, and has a kid named Apple. I'm gonna keep this trash and pretend it's from my life. If only we lived in a world of sliding doors. And now, lick it or tick it. Let's say the Earth is like a giant Tootsie Pop. If every time you lick it, you eliminate 1 mile from its surface, how many licks would it take to get to its sweet, sweet core? About 350 licks? About 1,800 licks? About 12,900 licks? Or about 45,600 licks? Want to see the right answer? The Earth's core is about 1,800 miles below its surface. But how are you going to find someone who can lick the Earth that many times before getting exhausted and giving up? Am I right, ladies? Here's one for you. I'm a Cinnamon. So the cinnamon challenge is all the rage these days. They say a human can't swallow 1 tablespoon of cinnamon in 60 seconds. Well, I'm here to prove them wrong. Here goes. Oh God, I regret this immediately. My mouth is burning. I have to drink something. What should I not drink because it contains even more cinnamon? Gimlet, Shirley Temple, Arnold Palmer, or Brown Betty Punch? Time is short. Hey, way to go out on a sour note. Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. Although there are some slight variations between recipes, Brown Betty Punch always calls for ale, brandy, and cinnamon. Whew. Boy, I need to freshen my mouth up with some gum. It's Big Red! It's Big Red! Welcome to the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. 2,000 if you're right, 2,000 gone if you're wrong, and of course,
remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. You're spacing out, man. What game does this space belong in? Good luck. There you have it! What I don't get is why games have different names in different countries. Like Chutes and Ladders is called Snakes and Ladders in Canada. And in America it's called Clue, but everywhere else it's called Cluedo. However, I do prefer the Swedish name for Hungry Hungry Hippos, which is, of course, Gesneerdehoven, Gesneerdehoven, Morken Snooper.
You don't know Jack!
The perfect cup of coffee. That's what we pour at High Horse Coffee House. But it's not for everyone. Frankly, your taste buds probably can't appreciate how complex and rich our coffee is. And you know what? It angers us to think of you drinking it. Okay, there it is. And hey, let's take it a step further. We despise you. Our coffee is f***ing amazing and complex, and it's like from another f***ing dimension, but it's wasted. It is wasted on you. I would rather pour our coffee on a pile of manure than let it touch your tongue. That's right. You rate lower than steaming manure piles, so stay away. You just stay away, or so help me, I won't be held responsible for my actions. So remember, that's High Horse Coffee House on historic Mansion. No, you know what? F*** you.
Whoa, dude! What the f*** are you eating, man?
Just some f***ing baby carrots, bro.
Whoa! But they look like big carrots, only way f***ing smaller.
That's just f***ing it. I don't have time to f***ing eat an adult f***ing carrot, but with baby carrots, I can pop one in and be on my way.
No f***ing way.
Baby carrots. They're so f***ing tiny.
Don't you hate going to the movies by yourself? I mean, I do. We have so much in common. I mean, maybe you and I should sometime. I mean, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I guess there aren't any good movies showing right now anyway, so never mind. Forget I said anything. That was stupid.
This message paid for by people who think you and Tina should go out on a date sometime just to see how it goes.
That's so embarrassing. I did not put them up to that.
Also paid for by Tina.
No matter who you are, you have dreams.
I want to be an astronaut.
I want to be a doctor.
A dinosaur.
And Angie's Ice Creamery wants to hear them. Come into any Angie's to tell us your dream, and you'll get a dreamsicle absolutely free.
I want to be a teacher.
Here's a free dreamsicle.
I want to be a surfer.
Here's a free dreamsicle.
I want to be best friends with a horse.
Here's a free dreamsicle.
Is this where we tell the dreams?
It sure is.
I'm standing naked, looking into a mirror. My face is not my own. A small fire burns beside me and I face it. A young calf slowly melts into the flames. It looks at me and speaks. This is what remembering does, it says. And then I'm in a field, it's raining. I cannot move my legs, but steadily I go forward. Through the tall grass towards a grave. I cannot read it, but I do not need to. This grave is mine. And then I wake up.
Do you want a dreamsicle?
Yes, I do. Yes, everything is pleasant now. What are all you kids looking at?
Angie's Ice Creamery. It's a dream come true.